Title: 16 Stoic Secrets to Avoid Being Manipulated. Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism. Life can sometimes feel like a maze of relationships, a never-ending journey filled with twists and turns. But have you ever wondered if the people in your life are genuinely there for you, or just taking advantage of your kindness? I've been there, and I know how it feels to question the authenticity of the bonds we form. It's like standing at a crossroads, unsure which path leads to genuine connections, the kind that uplift you, inspire you, and bring out the very best in you. But guess what? You're not alone in this journey, not anymore. Today we're diving deep into an exploration of human behavior, emotions, and the profound wisdom of Stoicism, my favorite philosophy. We'll decode the subtle yet revealing signs that someone might be using you. These signs aren't just random tips or generic advice. They're carefully crafted insights that you can relate to, learn from, and implement in your life. We're talking about real solutions here. Solutions that empower you to see beyond the surface and navigate your relationships with newfound clarity and self-respect. Because this isn't just about avoiding users and toxic people. It's about attracting and nurturing bonds that are truly rewarding. Bonds that enrich your life, uplift your spirits, and contribute to your personal growth. So, are you ready to transform how you perceive and navigate your relationships? Are you ready to move towards more genuine, fulfilling connections? If the answer is yes, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. But before we do, remember this. As we journey through these insights, we will anchor ourselves in the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to focus on what's within our control, to value self-awareness, and to insist on the respect we deserve. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and get ready for a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and genuine connections. You've just embarked on a path to a better you. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Picture this, you've achieved something you're proud of, something that took time and effort. You excitedly share it with someone, expecting a pat on the back, a high five, or just a simple congratulations. But instead, what you get is a dismissive, "That's all." Or maybe you open up about your dreams, your aspirations, your vision for the future, and all you hear is them belittling your dreams. These aren't just casual remarks, my friends. They're subtle tools used by some to keep you in a perpetual state of self-doubt. It's like they're trying to make you feel smaller so they can feel bigger. It's like a game for them, but here's where Stoicism comes into play. You see, Stoicism teaches us about focusing on what's within our control, and your reaction to these diminishing comments, well, that's within your control. Next time someone tries to downplay your achievements or belittle your dreams, remember this Stoic principle. These comments say more about the speaker's own insecurities than they do about your worth. It's their way of saying, "I feel threatened by your success." So what can you do? You have a choice, my friends. You can either let these words have power over you, or you can see them for what they truly are, reflections of someone else's inner turmoil. Your self-esteem, well, that's not a tool for others to undermine. It's your shield, your strength, unyielding to the whims of those who seek to use you for their gain. Surround yourself with positivity, with people who genuinely support and uplift you. In the world seen through the Stoic lens, your life is too precious to be dimmed by others' insecurities. Maintain your inner peace and let your actions speak louder than words. Remember, in the Stoic pursuit of personal growth, your self-esteem is not a tool for others to undermine. It's your shield, your strength, and it's yours to protect. So the next time you encounter diminishing comments, meet them with equanimity and self-assurance. A true Stoic doesn't engage in petty battles of words. They stand firm in their self-worth. Your journey is about personal growth, and you deserve relationships that uplift you, not drag you down. We've all encountered these individuals at some point in our lives. Those who are like magicians of words, weaving stories and making grand promises with the ease of a seasoned storyteller. But when the moment arrives for them to step up and turn those words into actions, they vanish into thin air, leaving behind a trail of unfulfilled promises. It's like watching a magic show, isn't it? They make you believe in the impossible, in the incredible, and you eagerly await the moment when they'll pull that rabbit out of the hat. But instead, what you get is an empty hat and a sense of disappointment. Now, Stoicism teaches us something essential here. It teaches us the importance of actions over words. Actions, you see, they don't lie. They are the true measure of someone's intent and commitment. So when promises become a currency freely given but rarely cashed in, it's a sign. Pay attention to the pattern. Does this person consistently fall short when it matters most? Are their words like beautiful blueprints for a house, but they never show up on the construction site? The foundation of trust cannot be built on words alone. Now here's where Stoicism comes into play again. It's not about being cynical, it's about being discerning. Trust in relationships, they are built on a balance of words and actions. When someone's actions consistently don't match their words, it's a red flag. It's a sign that perhaps they are more invested in the idea of being seen as supportive rather than actually being supportive. In recognizing this, you empower yourself to make informed decisions about who you let into your inner circle. You see, your time and emotional investment are precious. Reserve them for those who don't just speak, but also act with sincerity and integrity. Quality trumps quantity in relationships. You're not just a resource, you're a person deserving of a balanced reciprocal connection. Don't settle for a one-person show. You deserve a supportive team on this journey called life. After all, how else can you grow? So when you encounter broken promises, remember this Stoic wisdom. It's not about cynicism, it's about discernment. Trust and relationships are built on a foundation of words and actions in harmony. Those who consistently fall short in their actions may not be the companions you need. Picture this, you're the constant giver in a relationship. You offer support, your time, and what do you get in return? Defining silence when you need a hand. It's not just about being generous, it's a glaring sign that you're undervalued. Now here's where our friend Stoicism comes in, my dear viewers. You see, Stoicism teaches us about mutual respect and balance, essentials for any healthy relationship. Your worth isn't measured by your generosity or your availability. Recognize this one-sided dynamic and dare to set boundaries. It's not selfish, it's self-respect. Engage in honest conversations and see who adjusts. Those unwilling to reciprocate are merely making room for people who genuinely value you. Remember, quality trumps quantity in relationships. You're not just a resource, you're a person deserving of a balanced, reciprocal connection. So don't settle for being the solo performer in the relationship orchestra. You deserve a supportive team in this journey called life. After all, how else can you grow if you're carrying the weight of the world all on your own? Remember, Stoicism teaches us that your self-esteem is not a tool for others to undermine. It's your shield, your strength, unyielding to the whims of those who seek to use you for their gain. So if you find yourself rowing that boat all by yourself while someone else enjoys the scenery, it's time to reflect on Stoic wisdom. Don't settle for a one-person show. Seek those who understand the importance of balance in relationships. Stay discerning and choose relationships where mutual respect and reciprocity are the guiding principles. We're on a journey of self-improvement, and it's essential to surround ourselves with those who appreciate our worth. Every time you speak, it's like your words evaporate before they reach their ears. You pour your heart out, and it's as if you're just another piece of furniture in the room. It's not just carelessness, it's a deliberate act to keep you under their thumb. It's a clear deviation from the Stoic principle of mutual respect and empathy. In Stoicism, we learn to value each other's feelings and needs. In this scenario, though, it's like they've become artists of your emotional landscape, painting it with colors of neglect and indifference. But here's the thing, your emotional well-being matters. Your feelings are valid, your needs are important, and it's crucial to recognize these patterns. When your joys and sorrows are met with indifference or hollow words, it's a sign to break free from these chains. You first need to listen to your inner voice, that quiet whisper that tells you this isn't right. Trust it. You are not a background character in someone else's story. You are the lead in your own. When your emotions and needs are brushed aside, it's time to speak up. It's not about starting a conflict, but about honoring your feelings. If they continue to ignore your needs, it may be time to reevaluate the relationship. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that respecting yourself is the first step in teaching others how to respect you. Sometimes, the most empowering thing you can do is walk away from those who don't value your worth. So let's stand up for our feelings and needs. Surround yourself with people who not only hear you, but also see you. Relationships should be a two-way street. not a one-way alley leading only to someone else's happiness. In the pursuit of self-improvement, remember that your peace of mind is your most valuable possession. Guard it with the wisdom of a Stoic warrior. Your well-being matters, and you deserve to be in relationships where your feelings and needs are not just acknowledged, but cherished. Imagine navigating a relationship, a friendship, or even a workplace where your confidence begins to wane. It's not due to any personal change on your part, but because of someone's hidden agenda to manipulate your feelings. These manipulators, they are clever. They cloak themselves in the guise of a friend or ally, skillfully chipping away at your self-esteem. They employ a cunning mix of praise and criticism, making you dependent on their validation. But here's where we anchor ourselves in Stoicism. We remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, that beacon of Stoic philosophy. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events."